All right, everyone. Hello and welcome back to Mike Does Things. Today on this episode, we are going to be starting a small journey to see if we can flip 2 lawnmowers that I got off Facebook Marketplace. I've seen a few other people online do it. Just take some cleaning up. Hopefully not too much engine or transmission work. Both the mowers that I got allegedly run, but they definitely need some cosmetic touch-ups. So what we're going to be doing is cleaning them up, repainting where it needs to be repainted, doing a little bit of color matching, getting any excess grass off, and really making these mowers into something that's actually worth having rather than just lawn ornaments that I got from some guy off Facebook Marketplace. So before we get any further, I'll show you guys the 2 mowers that I'm going to be working with, and we'll just get into what my plan is and where I intend to go. Alright, this is going to be the first of our 2 suspects, the 2 mowers that we picked up. So this is an older Craftsman mower. I'm not exactly sure the model. What I can tell you is it does come with this Kohler engine, the seat, which I've already taken off, obviously, and the hood. I've already taken some of these parts off just to make it easier to clean whenever I get around to this one, although this one is not my priority. We'll get to the one that I will be going after first here in a minute. Allegedly, this mower doesn't need much, just a battery, which I have sitting in the car outside, a replacement plastic guide for the grass that comes out after it's cut, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, it's going to need some cosmetic touch-ups, as you can see, which I bought some paint and whatnot for that, and then some paint for this as well, just to make it look pretty. I'm not sure if I will be redoing all the decals. I'll have to pick up some white paint if I do plan on doing that, but it shouldn't be too difficult a job if that's something I decide to do. Everything else on this mower, though, to the best of my knowledge, is good. I'll have to get up under the deck and clean out any gunk that might be under there, but all the tires look newer, the tread looks great, it's holding air, and that's about all I can ask for. And then, as far as I know, it does run. The gentleman that I picked these up from says they all run. He's a mechanic. I don't know if I can necessarily take his word for it or not, but we will find out once we get them looking pretty. We'll go ahead and move over to the other one. This next one is a Tro Built Super Bronco, as you can see there on the hood, if you can read upside down. Typical Tro Built mower, something that I'm a little bit more used to because this is very similar to the mower I have. I have a Tro Built Pony that I use personally here at the house. But as you can see, the hood is already off it. I'm about to start pressure washing this, getting the deck off, cleaning all that out so I can prep it for spray painting. As you can see, the seat on this one is a little bit more tore up than the other, so I bought some Plasti Dip just to make it look nice. Fill in some of these gaps here with some spray foam, cut it off, put that Plasti Dip on, and it should look fine. And then the replacement part for the wheel right here in the middle, I guess. I'll either find that part or just fill that up with foam and paint it over as well. The only other thing on this mower specifically is the belt is missing, and I do not have a key, so that's something that I'm gonna have to figure out. Even though allegedly the Craftsman key does work with this one, so I'll have to find a key eventually for whichever mower that I sell second. Once again, allegedly this mower does run, but I will have to get either new tires or find the leak in these because this one will not hold air. But that's pretty much it. As you can see, it'll need some paint correction as well. Here along the backside, along the floorboards, and then the deck is yellow, which even though it was originally red, someone decided to change, so I'll have to fix that as well. That is really it. So these decks right here are actually pretty simple to take off, and even though it's an older mower, it's a little bit more simple to take off than my mower, which is a bit newer. All that it takes is this spring-loaded lever right here. You're just gonna pull that out, and once you get clear of this arm, which this cable attaches to the height adjustment, that's all you gotta do, is just pull it out, set this little lever right here on top, and then undo this stuff up front, which all you have to do is just pull the mower forward to clear it of that assembly. And we'll get to that here in just a second. Alright, so we just got the deck off the mower, and I wanted to show you guys this because this is a very, very pleasant surprise. The deck underneath is pristine. I'm not sure why this is because the rest of it is yellow, but the underside is still this Tro Built red that we know and love. These blades are completely new, and there's a random dog in my driveway. Let me address this. Hi, buddy. Who are you? I don't know you. Oh, hello. Who do you belong to? So you're not mine. belong to. And make yourself at home. Alright, so we found out where the dog went. Apparently that's my neighbor's 2 houses over. Gate got open from the wind, let both his dogs out, but we're good to go. So, here's what we have: the deck, the word I couldn't think of for 2 seconds for some reason, set up here. We got the pressure washer set up, ready to go, and we're gonna just start spraying off the deck, letting it drain down. The underside, like you saw, was absolutely perfect, so we're not gonna worry about touching that too much, but we are gonna get this cleaned up and sanded and repainted to match the rest of the mower, because for whatever reason, even though the underside of this is red like it should be, someone decided to go and paint this yellow. So we're going to do that, and then of course get all this gunk and grime off the mower itself as well. Alright, so we are done washing and drying the mower. What I've done now is going ahead and prepping this to do some paint correction there on top. As you can see, I've put some tape over the Tro Built logos on both sides. And you might notice, if you have a keen eye, that the headlights are a lot clearer than just a little bit ago. What I did was pick up some of this headlight correction from Walmart. This is just the Total Wax stuff. It comes with some cleaner and acrylic pads and whatnot for it to not only clear up these headlights, but to keep them clear in the future. So what I'm going to do now is cover up the lights. I've already put cardboard on the bottom to keep paint from getting all over my driveway, and then covered up these Tro Built stuff here, and I'm going to attempt to color match what I believe is the correct color, which is this cardinal red. This is the brand that I'm using. It's Duplicolor Perfect Match for Ford colors, which obviously this is not a Ford product, but I tested out on the bottom of the deck over there and it looked decent, so I believe that it'll work for this. I know Tractor Supply carries the actual match for Tro Built stuff, but I'd already run to like 4 different stores today looking for this, so I did not want to go to a 5th. So we're going to get started here, spraying it down and see how it looks. here's how we're looking so far. As you can see, a lot of the sun damaged areas and corroded areas have pretty much disappeared. Obviously there's some scuffs here and there, but definitely a lot better than what we were looking at, and it seems, at least on camera and honestly in person, to have matched really well. So I am already very happy with this. Now it's time to do the same thing on a lot bigger scale back here on the mower. Alright guys, it is a few hours since that last clip. It's about 10 p.m. right now. We just finished up as much of the mower deck as I could with the limited amount of paint as I had, and we also made some paint adjustments to the seat, which I'll show here in a minute, and to some of the other black trim on the mower. So first I'm going to switch over to the deck. Okay, as you can see now, we have it mostly red. There are a few spots of yellow still left that I couldn't get to, unfortunately, just because I ran out of paint, but I feel like I got a decent amount done. I also took off the deflector, I guess you could call it, and these little caster wheels, and painted them up as well, just a matte black, just to kind of make it look a little bit more pretty and contrast a bit better. Right now I have the wheels section off, so I'm going to repaint that as well. And then we painted some of this trim here. The numbers were already like this. I promise I did not paint over the numbers. I did my due diligence and covered them in masking tape. And same over here. We're all getting a pretty good storm right now, which I definitely appreciate. But this is the next step of the project, is this wheel here. So while I wait for this water to dry that got on the outside, it's just going to be me and the cat chilling, listening to some music, watching the storm, and waiting on this next step. Alright, real brief intermission. I was just sitting here watching the storm, and you'll never guess what started falling from the sky. Hail. It's hail. Whoops. And it's hailing good. This is, I don't know, what do you call that, like pea-sized? Pea-sized? Not bad. Not bad. Got us another good specimen here. This one I'd say getting close to a 1/2 inch. Pretty good size. Back outside. Whoops. Alright, welcome back everyone to day 2 of the mower flip project. Left it off last night after taking care of some painting until I ran out of paint, and at that point I figured it was about time we called it night. It was about 10:30 anyway, so we wrapped it up, watched the storm for a little bit, saw some hail, saw some awesome lightning, so I'm very happy with that. As far as the mowers go, however, we're going to switch the camera around and take a look at what we're working with. Alright, so everything that I've done so far today is finish painting down the sides here. I know some of this corrosion is still showing, but a lot of that stuff's just so deep, it'd be really hard to fill it in with paint or any. I need some kind of special something or another that I have no idea what I need, but still got the sides here done, and then cleaned up these black foot pads on both sides. What I have going on here now is just covering this foot area with Plastidip. Reason being, initially it was just a sticker that was there, but the sticker completely wore away and just left like a clear coat of adhesive, and it was impossible to get off, and if I painted it red, it just would have looked bad. So sanded it down. I'm gonna put my 3rd layer of Plastidip on here in a minute and call that good. I did clean up around the outside here and added some more layers on the back of the mower here just to get rid of some of this. And it's still somewhat visible, but again, better than it was. One other thing I've done is go ahead and put the hood back on. I know it looks dirty right now, but it's just dust. We're going to spray it down one more time, give it a good wash before I list it. And another thing is I was able to take these headlights apart, clean out all the dirt and whatnot that was in here, and make it look a lot better. And then I painted this grill right here where the exhaust comes out. I might work on this member a little bit. This is where the forward part of the deck adjustment comes through. and it's visible and it just looks bad. I don't know if I'll worry about painting it, but I'm definitely going to scrape it off and try to make it look a little bit better. The last thing that I need for this mower, once everything gets dried up, other than washing it, is to fix the puncture in this tire so that way it'll actually hold air. And that is going to be it. We got the battery all hooked up back here. As you can see, this battery came with the mower, but I had to get the hardware to actually hook it up to the terminals here. But easy process there. And then I found these in my car, lucky enough that I'm just gonna wipe down the, I guess you call it the dash area with just some of the control surfaces there. And that is it. So like I said, one more bit of plastic dip here, and we're going to wash it, reattach the deck, which I got painted the rest of the way up, and take some pictures and call it good. Alright, and actually I lied in the last clip. I have one more spot on the mower that I'm gonna scrape down, sand up, and paint, and that's here on the back, just to get rid of some of this grossness that's going on, make it look a bit more pretty, and then that'll be it. Alright, so here are some before and after shots of the mower. As you can see, it looks a lot better with the fresh paint, the plastic dip, and a fresh watch. The hood and lights look a lot better too. And then here is the listing that I went with for the mower on Marketplace. I'm asking $550. Hopefully I can get something at least close to that. We'll see what the demand is in the spring and see if we can again get $550 or something close. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and let me know what you want to see next. Thanks for watching.